Well, hello there, my loves. We're back again, and look, night has fallen whilst we've been away. Isn't that interesting? Anyway, Kim wants to have a bit of a conflab, so let's get on with it.
We should think about calling it a day, maybe.
Oh,
Nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
right, case closed. I haven't paid the cafeteria manager for damages yet.
We
Okay.
should take care of that then.
But I don't have the money. Yes, we do.
Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the streets. We'll figure something out.
Though he finds this situation frustrating, he is doing his best to not make you feel any worse than you already do.
Good old bloody Kim. He's always got our back. Right, I thought Kim was going to be off in his motorized conveyance, but no, he's still sticking with us. I think he's hoping to spend the night with us, my lads. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Kim and Harry.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of...
I was hoping we'd be able to get the boots off the corpse, but alas, no. Anyway, let's go back in the Whirling and Rags place. Pay off our bill. We have got the big oversized check, haven't we? Hello, we've got some evening clientele. I can smell alcohol on the air. Look at all these devils. Can we talk to them all? I hope not. Wait. Kim? What the devil's Kim doing? Christ, Kim. Pull yourself together, man. Right, we can talk to the bar manager, or cafeteria manager, whatever the hell he calls himself. We've got this lady in the wheelchair. This egg-headed bugger here. And that's about it. Anyway, someone will probably buy us a drink later. That's what I'm hoping. But anyway, let's settle the bill. He's still on that fucking bird.
Can I help you?
Here's your trash container key. Yeah, that was a waste of time, wasn't it? No, let's keep the key. So about that money I owe, I need a drink. No, I've seen something here at the Whirling Gart, a thing I need to talk about, right? By the way, I'm going to sing karaoke here. Certainly will be. Right, just pay off this bloody
Yes.
bill.
Have you got it?
Can I pay with this check? Yes. How much do I owe
For
you?
the drinks, 30 real.
Did you? I was wondering if we could come to some sort of arrangement for tonight. A wink, wink.
Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
Excuse me. Oh dear. I'm drinking a cup of tea that's just gone into my lung. Bastard. It's cold out. I'll freeze to death because I'm losing the stupid money game. Come on, man. After everything I've been through, so this fucking tea's laced. Kim is about to say something. Let him. Let's do that.
I understand your predicament as the manager. However,
He adjusts his glasses.
I feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business.
Right on, Kim.
Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking, and...
He stops mid-sentence.
He shrinks back a bit under the lieutenant's severe gaze.
Ooh, good old Kim.
I mean no offense. It's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this establishment.
Hold on, I still have my key, you know. This conversation isn't going anywhere, is it? Let's go for the key.
Good luck trying to use it.
He taps his foot against a metal box installed in the back of the counter. The hell's that?
All the locks have an electronic component. They have to be unlocked down here with a master key before your guest key will open the lock.
I've got another key. It's called my fist. This conversation and go. I'll find a way in. I'll break the door down. Damn right.
Oh, wonderful. Try to do that. I'll have to call you an ambulance.
This conversation isn't going anywhere.
Not until you bring me the money.
Bastard.
Okay, I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
Ooh.
I really didn't want to resort to this. The man is thinking.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here.
He's going to get a fist in a minute. Right, I want to pay with that bloody check. We got a fucking check. Oh, that's no bloody good. Well, Kim seems to have a plan. Let's talk to him.
Yes?
Waste of fucking time. Let's try and talk to him again.
Can I help you?
Uh,
Yes. Have you got it?
aha, right, the check.
You must be joking. You come here, trash everything, and now you try to pay with a novelty check?
The cafeteria manager stares at you baffled.
This isn't a game show. I'm not going to accept it. You owe me cold, hard money. I want to see that money in the palm of my hand. Every single cent.
Damn you, Fat Everard. Your novelty check is useless.
Thought it might be.
You can cash it in at the local frit near the harbor gates, though it might not be enough to cover it.
Like what? I was really enjoying talking about the money you owe me.
I can't stand this brute. Gonna sing karaoke later.
Absolutely out of the question.
Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit.
Oh, I like the sound of that. Goodbye. Right, so Kim wants us to go to his motor carriage. Let's do that first. There we go. This better not be a fool's errand, Kim. I got a bad feeling about this.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
I have
Yes.
something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the suspect transport enclosure.
Well, I'll be darned. Kim's there right away.
Transport enclosure. Regular people just call it the cage.
Okay, look in the suspect transport enclosure.
The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. Their silver edges sparkle in the dark.
Splendid.
I confiscated this for a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal.
What are those things?
There are spinner hubcaps, frivolous things you put on your wheels. When the wheels come to a stop, the caps keep on spinning. There's no real use for them, it's just for vanity.
Yes.
A vanity he wouldn't mind.
Let's stick 'em on your motor carriage, Kim. Let's bling this fucker up. Yeah, what do you mean confiscated them?
A couple of weeks ago, I stopped a young man for going slower than the speed of traffic.
Kim.
Turns out he was some coalition official's son and high.
Okay, so you took his spinners. Look at Kim. Isn't that corruption? Look at the spinners. I get it. I would have confiscated them too. They're mesmerizing. Yeah, this test, Kim, here.
I don't know. Is it? I was going to take them into evidence, but they weren't necessary for conviction. He never asked for them back.
So coy, Kim. We know what you're doing. Did you want to put these spinners on your machine?
No, that would be silly.
He does.
I don't know why I kept them. It doesn't matter. I couldn't put them on this MC anyway. A cop with spinners. That would be outrageous.
Yes, outrageously cool. Yes, too wacky. Just nod. Yes, go for cool.
He flashes a smile, barely visible in the dark.
Kim. We get Kim. I'm sorry you have to sell them because of me. It's only right that we sell them.
As I said, they're useless anyway. I should have remembered I have these earlier.
But thank you.
Good old Kim. I think we're becoming buddies, you know. You said something about a pawn shop. Thanks, I appreciate. We're definitely going to take the spinners, but anyway, let's ask about the pawn shop.
Yes, there's one 100 meters south of here. I think it's called Roy's Nest or something. If I'm not mistaken, it should be open late.
Right, we'll be down there in a minute. I think today's episode's about making money, my loves. Fuck everything else. Let's take them. Well, look at that. They're giving us an option not to take them. I'm gonna do that. Let's be nice to Kim.
All right, let's not take them now. Then come back once we realize we have to. Have this conversation again, and then take them.
Oh, hell, we got to go through all that again. I was just trying to be nice, you bastard.
The cage.
I confiscated this for a
Okay.
little.
The lieutenant nods
Yes.
as you take the spinners.
We got the spinners. Right. So, pawn shop to the south, which I imagine is down. But let's try and cash in that check. Over here. What was it called? The Fritz or something? Is it this place? I think it's this one. I think it was in here. Let's try it. It's probably pointless. Get the fuck. Oh, it's of course, it's late. Right, everyone's gone. Well, I'll be darned. So, the change of day must have been triggered by us getting the body down after what must have been about 10 hours work. But there we are. These things happen. Right, south. Pawn shop. Can't say I've noticed any. Could be this place here. See, it all looks different in the dark. Glad we got Kim behind us. Starting to get a little bit spooked out here. What's this bloody thing here? Oh, hello. Fingerless gloves. Wonderful. This could be it, my loves. Well, it looks pornish. Okay, let's cast our gaze around this place. Some kind of machine, an antique cash register. A bust of a woman. The plaque simply says DEI, day. In the dark, a film projector is whirling away. Oh, look at that shady character behind the thingamajog. Let's carry on perusing.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty.
Okay, fuck that.
Try to find something pretty and cool here. Then use it to win her back.
Win her back? Inspect the knights on horseback. Christ, you can inspect every fucking thing on this. Right, who's this?
Yes. Buy something nice. A figurine.
For who? Damn it! Inspect the knights.
Big men on big horses, clad in lamella armor and carrying flintlocks. The kind that would mow down a line of enemy soldiers in the blink of an eye.
That's it, I'm buying one. Point at the knights on horseback. Who are they?
Franco-Nigerian knights. I used to be very serious about these guys.
A long, long time ago.
Maybe we should buy one for Kim. Inspect the blue uniforms.
They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers. They are variously posed, wielding swords and rifles with bayonets.
Okay, point to the blue figurines. Are these royalist soldiers?
Which ones? Ah, those. Yes, they are. I find the paint job a bit gaudy, but children like the bright colours indiscriminately.
He's got a bit of a dodgy voice, hasn't he, my loves? Bird's Nest Roy. Okay, let's look at the ones in rags.
This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, but most of them carry pistols. Some even shovels and tall sticks.
Are these even soldiers?
You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes? Yes, they are soldiers, revolutionary soldiers. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win.
It's meant to give people hope. Even we can do it. The contrast is meant to be disheartening, as it ought to be. It is impossible to win against the cohorts of capital. Ask my friend Gart, whose bitch it made me. I wish it was more nuanced. As it stands, I cannot comment. I'm going to go for the communist line here.
Maybe.
Bye
He
bye.
seems to have his own take on the conflict played out in perpetuity by these toys. Might be interesting to find out what it is.
Or not. We're definitely not going to win that. Dig up a truly cool figurine in the box under the table. Step away from the table. We'll be back. We'll be back once I've saved it. I won't do that just yet, my lads. It's a bit naughty. Let's have a look up there.
The boomboxes on the shelf look
Ooh.
well-loved and well-traveled. Chipped, dented, they stare at you with the unblinking eyes of their tape reels.
Oh, I wouldn't mind one of them. Stand on the tips of your toes and see more.
One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says Stereo 8 approved. This is you. Golden orange. A sunset suite.
I'm not going to be talking about that tequila sunset shit again.
Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Shopkeep, the Stereo 8 approved machine here. What I really want to know is, could this device come handy in my police work? Are you sure this is all working order? Let's ask that first.
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech, found sounds and music from a variety of genres. Even though I don't really like music.
Okay.
Is the Harman Welsh W2, made in Vespa, designed in Seoul, plays all reel-to-reel formats, 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there. It'll set you back 12 real.
Ooh. It's tempting, my loves.
If police work means playing tapes, sure, you can use it for that. Or any other time you'd need to play a tape.
Like a beach party. With sand and sun and seagulls dancing on the breeze.
Turn to Kim. Theoretically, could I bring it to a beach party?
Theoretically, yes. But we don't have time right now. It's generally murder investigation first, then beach party.
Okay, Kim, I'll just rock out with the pawn shop owner then. Actually, it doesn't have to be a beach. With a boombox like that, I'll bring the party into the streets. You're right, Kitsuragi, work first, party later. I think I want a boogie.
You can play it any way you like.
Ooh.
And I guess since you're a police officer, no one can arrest you for it.
That's a bloody good point, Roy. I'm going to buy it.
And here you are. Quality sound reproduction on the go. It'll play anything, wherever. Turn any tape into a conversation of sounds and shapes.
Were we supposed to do that? I don't know, but I'm thinking we might be able to use it on some evidence at some point. That's what I'm thinking.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
What the fuck is that doing there? Let your gaze run over the high street light? Is that a street light? Where did you get this? How much for the street light?
Yes, officer. As you see, it's in perfect working order.
Well, what the devil's it doing here?
The light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly, but persistently.
Oh, it's tempting. Where'd you get this?
It was brought to me to be altered.
We are not here to investigate the theft of city property.
He leans in so the pawnbroker doesn't hear him.
You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
He pauses, studying the light. Kim wants it. How much for the street light?
700 real.
Fuck.
A bargain, I dare say.
A bargain? No, it's not. He's trying to sweet-talk you into buying trash.
Are you out of your mind? There's one just like that on every corner. Seems a bit steep. 700 sounds about right. I imagine it wasn't easy sawing off that street lamp. Yeah.
The light has undergone 3 transformations, and every transformation, large or small, has a price tag.
He rests his elbows on the counter and brings his face closer to the glass. What do you mean, transformations?
Well, there are the cost of removal and rewiring.
He throws you a look of weary patience.
The most important transformation is the light's placement among ordinary indoor fixtures, which has adjusted its morphological field. The light became suitable for use inside the home just a few days ago.
Well, it's very tempting. I can afford it, but why the hell would you want to buy that? Okay. So look over here. Mostly military wear with a few more eccentric fashions thrown in. Right, let's try and sell the spinners.
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop.
The man at the counter turns to you slowly.
What can I do for you?
We've already spoken.
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
Oh dear. Sorry, I feel like I'm interrupting you. Shake your head. It's shameful how insufficient the police presence is in these parts. Agreed. Now that the RCM is here, tell me, have you had any trouble lately? Excellent question.
I haven't had any problems myself, though some of my customers have complained about inconsistent law enforcement.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake, people who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Already bought a boombox. Quite the collection. I may have something to add to it. Excellent. The grand, typical vacuous consumerist objects. Honestly, I think some of your selections are, press your finger to your lips, more tasteful than others. This business plan is all over the place. You should specialize, zoom in, recapitalize. Let's do this.
It keeps me entertained.
His attention is drawn once more to the play of light and shadow on the walls behind you.
Entertained? He might be high. If he is, on what?
Excellent question. The boombox I bought, it should play this tape, right? Which tape? Let's try it.
Of course. It's in working order still, isn't it? Just pick your tape and set it spinning. It all starts with the tape.
Okay. Something I'd like to sell, right? Electrochemistry. Is Roy high? And if yes, then what is he on? You might be able to aid our investigation. By the way, do you happen to have any guns like the ones carried by officers of the Citizens Militia? I have other business. I haven't saved it, but let's try this.
Feeling warm and
Yeah, boy.
enthralled by the movement of light, while the mind continues to race forward. Lucky bastard. He's probably on Pyrrolidon. It's tough to come by on the street.
Pyrrolidon? What is that?
A drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
Oh dear. Is it just me, or is it really warm in here? Look around. Step closer. Sir, could you take off your sunglasses? I'd like to check your eyeballs. Get straight to the point. So where does a man get... Yeah, let's do that.
How would I know?
There's a note of indignation in his voice. Interesting.
You've been rumbled, Roy.
Those triangle patches on his vest, you have a feeling they mean something, like they're similar to the halogen rectangle on your jacket.
Point at his clothes. Say, what's with the triangles on your vest? It's pretty obvious that you're under the influence, sir. No judgment, just curious. I probably did loads of polyhedron, whatever the fuck it's called, before I lost my memory. Chill out, man. I'm a chill out cop who just wants some of what you're having. Wink. I don't know if it's a good idea to get fucked up yet. Let's ask about the triangles.
I was with the Emergency Relief Brigade. You know, after the People's Pile disaster.
I was going to cough for him.
Had to take Pyrrolidon for radiation sickness. That's what you were hinting at just now, wasn't it?
Busted!
He's taken for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days.
Exactly. The People's Pile? What's that?
A bad idea. Some poor leftist built a particle decay generator in hopes of bringing affordable electricity to underserved communities. It malfunctioned. Radioactive waste everywhere. Probably some of it in you, too.
Quite possibly residing in my penis. Of course, a radioactive pile. That's what that's about. Tell me more about Must have been tough. Radioactive cleanup. How did you end up running a pawn shop?
There's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened, and why no one has tried to repair or replace the pile. So much disappointment, and early deaths. Cancer mostly. And we knew all that was coming even as we were cleaning up as best we could.
Whose fault was it that the generator failed?
No one's. Everyone's.
He sighs and shakes his head.
So much bitterness.
A bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear reactor, hoping for the best. What do you think is going to happen?
Okay, emergency relief brigade.
We were an all-volunteer force, self-organized. Tried to help the fire brigades contain the spill.
Tough son of a gun, this one.
I lived by the river since I was a small boy. The Esperance. Didn't have the art to let it all go to shit without trying to do something to help out.
Royce, he's a good lad, isn't he?
There wasn't much the volunteer force could do, however. We wasted years in the river mud. Years getting sick.
He looks at the spiraling light and stops. How did you end up running this
The
place?
clean-up happened 15 years ago. I was young then. Later, my second aunt died. Left me this shack and all the assorted junk in it. So I came to Martinez. People told me don't go there. It's a shithole. I said, people, we just had a nuclear pile meltdown. I'm gonna get as far away from Forburg as I can. Still in the same city, but...
He shrugs. Right, okay. Thank you for telling me.
I like the theory more than the story. Outward movement, not vortices.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta get in on those vortices, my man.
Care to share your doodad with me? Let's try that.
Have you tried it before?
Probably.
It's almost like he's worried for you.
Hmm.
The lieutenant steps away, pretending to admire some of the knickknacks on display. Looks like he doesn't want to get involved. Go ahead then, he thinks. As long as you can walk straight, I don't care.
I think I've tried it once and liked it. I haven't, but don't worry, I could take it. I ride the pyro every day. Yeah,
If you say so.
damn right.
Here you go, man.
Ooh. Presents a large cap-shaped object on the palm of his hand. Very odd looking.
Yes, darling. That's the coalition government ordained Parolidon. Straight into your gut.
Thanks, man. Take the polymer, John. Actually, I've changed my mind. I don't need any polyhedron. Refuse to take it. I don't want it.
I respect your decision, officer. What else can I help you with?
I'd have probably lost points or some shit. I want booze, not drugs. I want to sell you something, though.
Yes, we'd like to sell these hubcaps.
The lieutenant steps in and hands him the spinners.
Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and inspects them. The spinners appear iridescent in the dancing light of his pawn shop.
Yes, these are very, very good. Did you defraud some foreign prince for them? Jump-a-mesque banger? No matter. I'll give you 200 real.
No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you.
The lieutenant explains as the pawnbroker opens the register and counts the cash.
Of course. I meant no offense. 200 real for you, officer. Delightful doing business with you. Do come again.
We're making money.
Thank you.
He takes the cash, then turns to you. That's mine, Kim.
Here's the 30 real you need for your bill.
What?
Do not waste it.
Kim's pocketed the
The
rest.
windfall is a small consolation.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
I want those drugs now. I'd like to sell my clothes. I have a fascinating photo of a corpse here. Yeah.
Oh, no. I don't like those kinds of objects. No sale.
He barely even looks at it. Do you know what the tattoos mean?
Photic paths, counter-radiance networks, anti-magnetism. It's darkness. That's all I know. Sell me something lighter.
Well, we've got our clothes. It's probably not a good idea, though. I'll check my pockets, access your pawn menu. I don't have any.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Ooh. Lieutenant's handkerchief. No, we can't sell that. So all these things are sellable. No, let's not do that. We might need them. I'd like to sell my clothes.
I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment.
He looks you up and down quickly.
And especially that tie. It swallows photons around it. I have no need for necrotic objects.
Your mother is a necrotic object! I'm fun! Look at me sparking in the light of the projector!
I think the tie wants to be sold. Okay.
Another time, perhaps.
Maybe. Let's talk about your sharing there. So we could come back and take those drugs, but I might end it by taking the drugs after saving it, should I say. You might be able to aid our investigation.
I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have.
Do you know anything about the recent hanging?
I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business. Bad for everyone.
No one likes to see what you have to see every day.
No. Know anything about the recent...
The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colours.
Let's ask for a gun.
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question.
Mm-hmm.
I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
Oh,
What? Sold?
oh dear.
The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another, alert.
Wait, I sold you my gun? Was the buyer a policeman too? At least now I know how I lost my sidearm. Let's talk about something else.
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia. And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind.
He's not telling you the whole story. It seems he's trying to spare you.
No, let's pursue it. We're probably going to lose morale here.
You weren't quiet yourself, officer.
What was I like?
You were very distraught. You said the gun was a threat to your life and that you can't trust yourself with it tonight. And that you need the money. When I said that I don't normally buy firearms, you put the gun barrel in your mouth and sort of sucked on it. Then I agreed to take it.
That does occasionally happen.
You sucked on a gun? Good. Very normal.
Yeah, how much did I get for it?
15 real.
The lieutenant looks from you to Roy, and then back to you. It's clear that he hopes this tableau might still turn out to be a bad dream. It's not, though. This has got to be the most. Wow. There's pity there, too. In case you didn't notice.
Happens to the best of us, I guess. I really should have killed myself. Maybe I don't know. I'm so sorry you had to see me in that state. We don't have to talk about it any further.
It certainly does. Especially in Revachol.
Yes, was he a policeman?
She didn't seem like a policeman. Although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it, and of her.
Okay.
Truth be told, she was terrifying.
Crikey.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the Citizens Militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
I don't know, Kim. They might be just walking.
Miraculously, his face does not reveal what's happening inside.
There's only one explanation. She must be one of my rabid fans. Maybe she's a vigilante, wants to prove she can do our jobs better than we can. I don't like it either. What if she intends to commit a crime and blame it on the Citizens Militia? I'm sorry I sold my gun. Yes.
It's possible in these parts of town. We ought to find her and discourage her from taking justice into her own hands.
He looks around, worried. Okay. Any idea where I can find her?
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it right now. You'll just have to hope Everard wasn't lying, and the Union can track her down in time.
Have people from Everard Clare's Union come here to track that gun?
Maybe. Shady-looking guys came in here yesterday, looking like they'd just taken off their Wild Pines overalls. They asked if I have a police weapon to sell. I told them I already sold it. They went their way. It was a trip, but you know, all sorts of people come here, asking for all sorts of things.
Maybe Claire really is tracking down your gun.
His lieutenant's eyebrows rise slightly. At least now I know where I lost my sidearm. Yes.
Of course.
Getting experience all over the place. No. Okay, let's leave that. Right, so I'm going to say, well, it's been auto-saved. I'm going to do a quick save. Right, let's cheat. See if we can get our...
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of... Why?
Damn
What's
right.
this? A headless man riding a horse. A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say found.
What is this? Show it to the shopkeeper.
Oh, that's the Headless Phone Rider.
Who?
The Headless Phone Rider. It's an urban legend about a man who rides the streets of Revachol sporting a fawn tracksuit. As you see, he's missing his head.
He points at the decapitated figurine.
50 cents. Bargain priced. I'll throw in the tiny cap too. I think he's looking for it, or something. That part of the story has many interpretations.
Right, I'm buying that.
Did I mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky? Always carry it with you.
He grins.
That was a very smooth salesman's grin that almost comes off as earnest. You should learn from him.
Okay, right. We might get something out of that. Let's have a quick gander. There it is. Plastic head. Looks kind of weird. Plastic headless phone rider sits atop his equally plastic bull, his posture indicating either desperation or pride. It comes as a set with the infamous phone cap for which he lost his head. The head is not included. Damn! Can we do anything with it? No, we can't. It's completely pointless. Damn! Right. The only thing left to do, my loves, is take some drugs. Wait a second. We've got some other things. Yeah. Pay for damages. Open apartment door. We've got to do that. Special. Yeah, something going on there. Okay. Right. Can we add another one? No. Right. Right. I'm going to save it here. Just in case taking drugs is a bad idea.
Hello. Here you go, man. Of course.
Ah, right, okay. So that was just picking it up, basically. Okay, that's fine. We've got it in our possession now. We can probably take it at a later date. Right. Me and Kim are all on the bloody... We're on a mission here tonight. It's quite peaceful over here. Right, we've got to pay off our debt. Just check my recording time. Okay, we're okay. Let's go and do that then, at least. See if we can get something done today. Oh, Kim's keeping up for once. Right, here we go. Oh, we can talk to her. What's this thing here? Street sign reads, "Fuck the police." Degenerates. Right, let's pay off our bill. Oh, that woman's gone. It's the passage of time, isn't it? Oh look, the kitchen's open. That might be for next episode, my loves.
Can I help you?
Here's the no. I've seen something in the Whirling got. We'll talk about news. Do the money
Yes.
first.
Have you got it?
Yes.
Well,
Oh, look, the bloody thing's in the way. That's no good. He declares that you suspiciously well. Here's 30 real. Okay, slam the bills down on the counter. Hope you choke on it. Here it is. Sorry for the trouble. Yes, do that.
great. Perfect. I hope you enjoy your freezing cold room with the window you broke yourself.
Got some good experience then, my
You've
loves.
really worn down his patience. Even paying him didn't help.
Might be the way we did it.
The electronic lock to your room has been disabled till 9 p.m. tomorrow.
Okay, he takes out his keychain and fiddles with the mechanism behind the counter. Okay.
Starting tomorrow, please pay for each night in advance. 20 real per night. If you don't have the money, it's over for you. Got it? You've got nowhere else to stay.
I'll take a room here too.
Good old Kim. He opens his wallet with all that bloody dosh in
Always
it.
happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you?
Looks at the lieutenant, avoiding your gaze. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's do this.
What thing?
I saw a sign that said the mess hall is reserved for the Union. There's something.
Yes, not the whole damn Union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction.
He tosses his head in disdain.
They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
He's got some nerve.
He hates the Union, but grudgingly recognizes its power over him. So he's directing his frustration at you instead. Retaliate.
Mm-hmm. It's a shame you've got to suck up to the Union to stay afloat.
I don't. I'm simply providing a service, or really facilitating the offering of services to paying customers, and it doesn't matter. I don't have to explain myself to you.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info.
Mm-hmm. How do we find them?
We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
Okay.
What?
Oh.
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the Whirling later.
Okay, right. Okay, so that's a repeating option there. We'll probably leave it here, my loves. I'm not quite sure what we'll do next. We might try and go into the kitchens to see about this grog that's been laced with something dodgy. Otherwise, thanks very much for listening or watching me, my loves. We're making progress, and that's all I can say. Anyway, until next time, cheerio, and have a splendid, splendid evening. Cheerio.